What's up, soccer aficionados? Y2M here, otherwise known as Mario in real life. Man, what an interesting day we had. So, out of nowhere, all of a sudden teams just decided to score goals all of a sudden. We might actually have a soccer tournament on our hands. I know, right? A couple of things. Let's talk about today's games, yeah? First of all, Argentina, South Korea. Boy, what a terrible day for the South Koreans. They got dong rocked by the Argentinians 4-1. Man, it's like Maradona heard all the stuff that I said yesterday about how whatever he's selling, I'm not buying, and I'm not convinced Argentina's all that in a bag of chips. And it's like, hey, fool, let me show you what my team can do, you know. And show us he did. 3 of those goals were, done by Higuain. So he basically had a hat trick. And then one of them was an own goal by the South Koreans, which sucked. And South Koreans did get one shot in. Well, lucky break too, and the one lapse mistake that the Argentinians made in that whole entire game. But it was not enough to capitalize or to come back from. And there you go. Both teams are in good shape. Argentina has 6 points and South Korea has 3, so it's not like they're worried much. The ones that which leads us to the other half of Group B, Greece and Nigeria. Nigeria is all but done. They got the early advantage against Greece with a nice goal. Very nice. But one of their players got stupid. You see, when the ball goes out of bounds, usually the threat of anything and the play stops. So you don't need to do anything. But he lacked a little bit of discipline and basically went and did like a high kick and tried to kick one of the Uruguayan players. And it was blatant, it was obvious, and he got a red card for it and costing them a man. And in soccer, in football, every man counts. Seriously. So it ended up costing Nigeria big because Greece, later on in the half, made the tying goal, and then in the second half made what would end up being the winning goal. Nigerians had nothing left, and they had no one to blame but that one defensive player, which I'm pretty sure won't be showing his face around for a while. So, Greece beat Nigeria 2-1. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens and who will be the top 2 that make it to the next round. I went with Argentina and South Korea, and so far I'm more or less correct. We'll see how that goes. Finally, the rest of Group A played today. France and Mexico, and what was expected to be an even match. And it was. But here's the problem. France, they had most of the possession. They had control of the ball for most of the game. They just couldn't capitalize. They could not score a goal. In this entire tournament, France has not scored one single freaking goal. And the Mexicans took advantage of it. Now, let me say this. One of the goals was controversial of the 2 Mexican goals that Mexico did. Number 1, I don't care what anyone says. Look at the replay and you tell me that that wasn't an offside play. That was so blatantly offside. I am surprised none of the officials caught that. The fact that none of them caught that is just makes me think that for that one moment in time, they were blind, deaf, and dumb. That's the only explanation. And the other goal was a penalty, which wasn't that much better, but at least it was a little more excusable than that BS offside call. Mexico won 2-0, and they're well on their way to the next round. Anyway, so that's pretty much all the games for today. Interesting games, full of goals, so we can't complain about that. Tomorrow's games are promised to be interesting. A little bit of Group D action tomorrow between Germany and Serbia. Look, I'm just going to go ahead and call it right now. I don't need to mince words. Germany's going to take it, and Germany's going to take it by at least 2 goals. That's my prediction. U.S. versus Slovenia. U.S. just needs to not get cocky. As long as they keep that mentality, they'll win. And I predict the U.S. will win and get the 3 points they so desperately need. And finally, England versus Algeria. This is an English match, for sure. Unless Algeria just totally turns their momentum around early on, England's going to have this. So, that's my predictions for tomorrow. we'll see how it plays out. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Did that bogus first Mexican goal, was that an offside call? Because I think it was. What did you think? If you don't want to mention that, talk about the other matches. Sound off in the comments, video responses. That's what I'm here for. Till tomorrow, Y2M out.